come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Like 20.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as he'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Pushed out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt.
Punt formation for the Packers.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed on to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 99 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Detroit.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Love looking to throw it. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Third down and 6. Love. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 48 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw now. Here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far into this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now he's loose again, and he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 20. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 19 yards away. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Down. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Williams to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Cut. 180.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Reed wrestling ahead. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Okay, right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Love. A rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yellow, 25, 10. Ready, ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 53 yards. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's complete. It's Okurobi now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 7.
180.
Play action. It's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Love now. That's taken in by Kraft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go, set. Hut.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hut. Hut, hut.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain. or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Come on, second.
Looking to throw. Love. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready, Smith, hut.
And they'll run it here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready up.
Back to throw. Love. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground with a tight end. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. 10 cycles. 22 needle. Ready?
Looking to throw. Love. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Keenan Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. Pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 38 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own
Ready,
about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. Smash. 60 red. 6-6. Mega. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough third and 14.
White. Ready. 45, white. Claws red. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's gone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On third down, here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
180.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Goff looking to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Gibbs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Lions, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.